Welcome to the Encouragement Conquers All podcast with Justin Fatica, the podcast for people who want to learn how to be the most encouraging person on the planet and enhance their encouragement superpowers. Now here's your host, Justin.
How's it going, everybody? Back on the Amazing Motivation podcast, and we're excited to be here because we're striving to figure out what we should do, and we got some different options on podcasts. Sometimes you have different ideas. You don't know what you're going to do. But I'm going to test run one of our ideas and see if I can get my grandmother on the line, because my goal is my grandmother is actually on the anniversary. It's the anniversary, all right? It's her 81st anniversary of her 21st birthday. That means she's 102 years old. And let me tell you something. She is a gift, and I can tell you, you got to understand my grandmother. She's hilarious. She'll tell me, look, why am I on this earth still? And I go, oh, because you're there to love people and encourage people and make a difference. And she'll go, nope, God doesn't even want me. That's why I'm still here, and you sit there just laugh. I mean, she says the funniest things, but I'll tell you what, her message is unbelievable. So I think it's been 3 or 4 generations being 102, and I can tell you what, her knowledge, even though it's funny, even though she'll just let it rip. Now, people don't believe me, though. She's 102. She pushes around the 75-year-olds at her Spring Hill Suites where she lives. She pushes them around in their wheelchair, and she's 102. People don't believe me. Actually, I was out to dinner the other night, and I was talking to somebody who lives in the town she lives in, and she's a nurse. And the nurse said to me, oh, so she's in the assisted living. I go, no, she takes care of herself. She's in the, individual living. She goes, no, she's in the assisted. I go, don't argue with me. This is my grandmother. I visited her 50 times there. She's in the individual living, the independent living. She's like, there's no way if she's 102. She's in. So then the nurse says again, and I was ready to poke this nurse out, poke her eyes out. I'm like, what is she doing? She goes, no, she's in the assisted living. She just has to be. You don't know. I go, I know my grandmother. This lady's unbelievable. So now I want people to really get to meet her. She probably wouldn't do video, so I have to do the podcast, the audio thing. But we're just going to call her up, and we're going to see if she's home today. So hopefully this works. So I'm going to call her up right now. Let's see if Graham Fatica is home. I call her Graham, G-R-A-M, because she is the Graham, not a Graham. Let's see if she's home. What do you think? Let's give it a try.
Hello?
Graham.
Yeah.
Are you home?
Yeah, I'm home. Is that where you call?
Yeah, you still have visitors?
Pardon?
Do you have any visitors, or are you free?
Uncle Frank was here.
Oh, okay, good. Are things going well for you?
Huh?
How are things going? How are you doing?
All right, like an old lady. Aches and pains, but I don't expect much.
No.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I actually
was. Home?
I was just. I am at home. I'm in Syracuse, but I was just meeting actually with the bishop, and he's just so excited about what we're doing with the mission. And I actually told him about you. I was like, you got to meet my grandmother. She's the greatest. You'd love her, because he's Sicilian too.
Oh, it takes one to know one, huh?
That's for sure. I met a priest yesterday. He's 100% Sicilian. I said, so is my grandmother.
I couldn't be more Sicilian if I was born there.
Exactly. But you're Greek also.
I'm what?
You're Greek, right? Didn't Annie M tell you were Greek?
Well, there was a part of Sicily that I came from, yeah. There's a lot of Greek ruins.
Yeah, but you did that didn't you do they had that test you take? Where, your ancestors came from?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that part of Sicily, there are more Greeks than anything,
No, for sure.
I think that's what I heard, but you can't prove it by me. I only go by what I hear.
No, but
How's everybody?
No,
okay?
good. Catherine, my daughter's doing great. She's keeping the fort in order. She's coming with me to a basketball tournament this weekend. And she's going to be helping us out with the boys on the trip. But Mary is home. Mary's.
It's a good thing she has a one girl.
Oh, I know. Mary's actually only with two. Everybody else is gone. She only has 2 kids this weekend because I'm gone, Joseph's gone, and John Paul's out of friends. And we're all, going on the trip, and she's staying with Rocco and Dominic.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I didn't call you after the event, but you'll laugh at this. So I was, I don't know if I talked to you, actually. Maybe I did. But this lady was, like, arguing with me at dinner because she said there's no way your grandmother lives in the independent living, right? If she's 102, she's in the assisted living. So I had like an argument with the lady. I was like, she was a nurse, and she's like, I've never met one. She goes, well, guess what? Go over there. She's a sight to see. And the lady's like, no, she lives in the assisted living. I'm like, no, she doesn't. Not
yet.
Not yet. Let's hope.
That's my next move.
No, let's hope not. I love telling everybody.
Hey, how much longer is this? I do most of my own cleaning, and I do most of my own ironing. I still do all of that.
Why are you even on this earth anyways? Why are you even on this earth anyways?
Why do I what?
Yeah, why are you on this earth anyways? Like you always tell me.
Oh yeah, you gotta kill time somehow. Gotta keep busy.
No.
And I hope I do some good by. I think what I'm doing here, especially, is that a lot of people in their 80s and 90s who are not so independent as I am. I'm not totally the kids, I could cook if I wanted to, but the kids made me lazy. I don't have to cook anymore. They bring me stuff.
Yeah, you've got a visitor. You got more visitors than I have. Nobody's visiting me. Everybody's like, get away from that guy. They're like, I call you up. I got a visitor. I've got a visitor.
Yeah, no, Uncle Frank came to. I never know what his schedule is. He works different hours at different places, and I never know when he's going to show up.
Well, you always tell me you got to make it a better place because you were born.
Well, I hope so. I think I make people laugh anyway. They can't believe what they see, so at least that's good.
No,
it doesn't depress them, let's put it that way. They don't look at me and they go, oh, poor thing. No, I never get that.
You're an inspiration. You're an inspiration.
I hope so. They all laugh at me anyway. They can't believe that they said, oh, you have good genes. I said, no. My parents died at 50. I didn't get it from them.
So now, Grandma.
Uncle Sam was 98.
Oh, my God. Actually, Uncle Sam sent a donation to the mission yesterday. I got to give him a call. Yeah. He sent a donation.
He'll like that. He tries. He doesn't have that much to work. He has enough to work with for himself, And he's very independent, too. He only wants what he can handle.
Now,
he doesn't expect anything, and he gives what he can.
Well, Uncle Sam's the greatest. He played tennis till he was like 95, right?
Oh yeah, and he's a great shooter. He still shoots pool.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, but I was telling everybody I wanted to see if I could get my grandmother on audio. So I have.
No, you're not.
I have to tell. I have you on audio because I want to make sure to have something because nobody's going to believe that I had a 102-year-old grandma. And I tell you, you got to live until you're 120.
Justin, please, that's like putting a curse on me. Don't you dare do that. I don't know. Like I keep saying, well, maybe I won't. When I go to sleep, I won't wake up tomorrow. I won't know.
Yeah, you told me to pray for that last week.
Well, yeah, pray. That's how I'm going to go. And Uncle Frank said today, he said, well, we're not allowed to die because you're not burying any of your kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my dad is, we were worried about him a little bit, but you weren't worried at all. You're like, no way, he's fine.
Oh,
when he got the
faith.
cancer.
He's got a strong mind and a strong will, And he comes from good dog.
My favorite thing you tell me is that, why am I still on this earth? God doesn't even want me.
Well, he doesn't. He goes, let them suffer down there. Let them put up with you. And they do. And the worst part of it is they're also kind about it.
You haven't tortured them that bad.
Well, I try.
No, because you taught me not to be a. You taught me.
Asked me if I
wait a
wanted to go
second.
to dinner tonight. Huh?
Wait a second here. You taught me not to be a nuisance, and now you could be a nuisance. What's that about?
Well, I have to make up for all the time I wasn't. I'm making up for lost time.
Oh my goodness. No, I
have people really. I didn't realize that was going on until I came up here, and they found out how old I was, and that I even got a cat because I couldn't stand my own company. They all thought that was. I thought I always had a dog that had to put up with me. I said, but I didn't want to go outside in the winter, so I got a cat.
Well,
now I don't even know. He's only a cat in the middle of the night, not during the day.
Yeah, the cat goes underneath the bed all day, right?
Oh, he sleeps wherever he wants. Never in the same place. I never know where he's going to be.
When you had a dog, Grandpa wanted to be. Grandpa wanted to be.
Dog, yeah. So I'm coming back as your dog.
That.
Well, I did. I always took care of my pets. They were the first thing I thought about. First thing in the morning, even before the kids. But I didn't neglect my kids at all.
No, they visit you every single day. Your kid, I've never met in my life. I told you this like probably 15, 20 times. I've never met brothers and sisters that had each other's backs as much as my aunts and uncles do.
Oh, they love each other.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Me.
Of course. Who else would have come from?
Well, I don't know. I was always after my brother and my sister. I looked after them, and they kind of looked after us. My sister, in her own way, wasn't. How do I want to say this? She was a good person, but she wasn't as generous as my brother and I are. My brother and I were always very generous, but my sister was always very careful. Maybe she didn't have that much. I don't know, but whatever my brother had, he was more than willing to share it, And of course, I always thought I wanted to do my share too. But
well, that's because you tell me all the time, be generous because you can't take it with you.
Yeah. So I give everything away that I can right now. I gave, like I told you, I don't know if I told you or not, but I gave everything away. Car, houses, whatever I owned, I gave away. And they said, why'd you do that? I said, I didn't want to worry about it.
Yeah.
I said, let them enjoy it while I can see them enjoying it, And that's what I did.
Yeah, but I was...
And when I die, they'll go, amen to that. I'm glad she's gone because we're not going to get anything anyway.
Exactly. But I want my kids to have each other's back like you did for your brother and your sister.
Oh, yeah.
How do you instill that in people?
You have to show them. Yes. I never let my brother down, when my father died when he was 16. And my mother remarried when 2 years after that.
Was that hard? Was that hard when your dad died at 16?
For him?
For you. I know it wasn't hard for him. He went to, be with God.
It was hard in a way. Because I was his pet. He used to think I was great. My mother didn't, but my father did. My poor mother would scratch her head and go, what am I going to do with her? He said, let her grow up. My mother didn't think I'd ever make it.
Why didn't she think you'd make it?
He doesn't know how to do anything. He doesn't want to learn anything. I never cooked. If I didn't have to clean, I would never go to the store.
But you made the best meatballs.
I don't know why I learned that. I never watched my mother make them.
And pizzelles.
I don't know.
You have your own pizzelle company now.
I no. Well, Patrons have that.
No, I know, but it's your recipe.
When Lisa and Jim started, yeah, it was my recipe. They had to change it a little, I guess, because they have to make it last. They have to hold up longer.
I buy those from Wegmans from the store, and they taste.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, they taste exactly like when I was a kid.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I give them here. I get a whole mess of them, and I give them away here.
Yeah, but you don't change your mind very often.
I don't change my mind at all. In fact, I get more stubborn about it.
As you get older?
I think I keep thinking I'm more right than I thought I was. Huh?
Well, with everything going on in the country right now, I think all the stuff you've taught me is important.
I know things have to change, and I know things don't stay the same, but I'm just hoping that it brings out the best in most people. Yeah. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Like, what do you think's important for our country?
People not to expect so much, to give more than they expect.
Yeah, because God can't be outdone in generosity. It's like I've given my life to a mission and to serve God and to care for others, and guess what?
Well,
every time I do that, people want to give back even more. I thought it was giving up so much, but it ends up being the other way around. People just want to help. I think I agree with you. When people are generous,
if you give them a chance, they will be. Yeah. But a lot of the other people, though, they're like as they get older, at least they expect more to be done for them.
Doesn't work.
And I don't understand that.
It doesn't work.
And I don't know. It works. Of course, I'm right where I'm at now. People can afford more for themselves,
Yeah.
And they take pretty good care of themselves. I don't know what they give in donations and all.
Yeah.
But I said it's a different mentality here with people that were born and raised with money.
Yeah.
We were rich and we were poor so many times in my lifetime. I can handle anything, money or no money,
Well, that's the thing, your moral compass doesn't change no matter what the circumstances are. And the problem is no one ever gave us anything. Whatever we had, we found a way to make more or lose all of it. We did both, So, and I know it can be done if you have the strength to do it. For sure.
My dad was like that. He didn't like big government, and I hate big government.
Yeah. What do you think?
And I don't know, but people expect the government to pick up all the loose ends. Well, pick up your own loose ends. Go get another job.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And look at family life right now.
Oh, there isn't any family life. And now there is with this pandemic going on. They all had to stay home.
Yeah.
They complain about it, though. They all want to go to work.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the answer is to that.
Well, you've lived in almost 4 generations, right?
Oh, yeah. I've had it good and I've had it bad. I've learned to deal with all of it.
What was the best generation?
The best?
Yeah. What time in your life you say it was like, I love that?
The most comfortable was after the kids left the house.
Oh, after they left the house, yeah. In the 80s.
Yeah. When they got married, and they had their own. And we always told them, you're on your own now. You're a big boy. You're a big girl. That's what you want. Then make it work. And it didn't always work that way. They went with the times mostly. A couple of them, but whatever it was, it didn't work. But as a whole, it wasn't bad, I guess. I don't like what I'm seeing now.
Why? What bothers you? What bothers you the most?
What bothers me the most?
Yeah, about what's happening right now.
I don't like kids living together with no right to live together.
Yeah, like before they're married. Like.
Oh yeah, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, something you initiated, right? At our something you initiated is I couldn't have Mary, my wife, go to any Christmas party like unless I was married to her, right? Didn't you initiate that?
You were engaged, yeah. I don't know if I initiated it or not, or if anybody paid attention even. But I know in my house, I didn't know what my kids wanted to do. But while I was in charge at home, if you weren't engaged to be married, you couldn't come to the party.
Of course. I actually do that for my family.
I said, you can bring any. I said, I'm not inviting your friends to my party. If you're part of the family, that's who I'm having. And I justified it for that. And if you don't think I was crucified for it, think again.
You were crushed. You actually still are. The polls are out. They're really down. Your numbers are really down right now on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Your poll numbers are about 1 on that one out of 10.
Oh, I'm sure. But I wouldn't change that at all. I said, I'm not inviting. If I'm inviting your friends, that's different. I said, to me, that's a friend. I don't care whether you live with her or not. Uncle Frank did that. He couldn't bring his friend over. He was living with her. It's too bad. She can't come. And she is, you know what? She respected that.
Of course. Because you have a moral compass.
Oh, yeah. And she was Jewish, too. She's a good girl. Nice girl. But and she understood the way I felt. And I appreciated that. But Uncle Frank thought that was terrible. But he came.
He came around, though, probably.
The party I had, huh?
He came around on that one, I bet.
I don't know if he came around all the way. Not enough for me, but it's the times, they're different than when I was brought up, so I don't know.
What I used to love when I was a kid, I used to get in a lot of trouble, and you'd look at me and go, I'm the chief, you're the Indian, just remember that.
I what?
Do you remember when you used to tell me, like, I'd be getting in trouble, and you'd go, just so you know, I'm the chief and you're the Indian. You know that, right?
Oh, I still tell the kids that. They go, don't you ever change your mind? I said, what is it that you don't understand? I made up my mind.
That's one of the
why do I have to change it? I made up my mind. Huh?
That's one of the classics.
I'm still like that.
That's a classic.
You like that, huh?
That's one of my top 10 sayings.
Well, try practicing what you preach. That's tough to do in today's age.
Oh, I go through that.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not easy.
Even my own, some of my, Uncle Jeff never says anything. But Uncle Frank will. We go back and forth.
Yeah.
And
that's probably fun. You probably enjoy that.
I don't mind telling him off.
Yeah, of course.
I don't mind telling anybody off.
You don't mind doing that with anybody.
I never did.
But you know what's great about you, Graham? I remember we have a couple family members, that, haven't done so many perfect things. And I asked you, about them. And you told me one day, you said, look, I would tell them off to their face. But when I went in public, I would never talk bad about them, even the horrible things they did. And I wrote that down because I think that's something so important to think about.
No, I never rubbed their nose in it.
Yeah.
But I also told them, let them know that I didn't approve of it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't matter to them anyway. They don't care whether I approve or not, but they know where they stand.
Well, I think they do, because the number one reason I think you're still on this earth is because God
doesn't want me.
No, that's your number one reason. I'm talking about my number one reason. I'm not changing my mind. All right? So.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah, you make up your mind. Why change it?
Of course. The number one reason.
I don't go with the times. I go with what's in my gut and what's in my mind and in my heart.
Yeah.
If I don't think something's right, it's not going to be right for me or anybody. And I don't make any exceptions.
Exactly. But why I think you're on this earth is because there's people that you didn't realize wanted your approval or needed your approval. But in the past, like 5 or 6 years, I've seen some of your kids.
That went out the window.
No. There's some of your kids and some of the grandkids that talk to me and they're like, Graham, just like our relationship is so beautiful. And even my own dad tells me that. He says, it's just so great.
Oh, well, your dad's come a long way from where he was.
Do you know, did you ever hear that joke? Did you ever hear that joke? A kid's 15 years old and he says, man, my dad, my mom, they don't know anything. They don't get anything. He turns 25 and his uncle says, how you doing with your mom and your dad? He goes, man, they in the past 10 years, they've just changed so much.
He finally grew up.
Yeah, exactly. But he thinks they changed. So which one is it? Did my dad change or did you change?
Your dad changed. I didn't change.
I knew you were going to say that. I can't wait to tell him this. And I'm sure you've already told him that.
Oh, yeah, I always tell him that. He finally woke up, huh? He found out what's important and what isn't.
That's a classic.
You know, like, I don't know. People get affected in different ways.
Yep.
You know, like I was brought up with nothing, and then I had a lot in my own family. My dad was like that. We didn't have any money, and then we got a lot of money, and then we lost it all, and we lost the house. But it never changed us.
Yep.
You know.
But that's the problem in today's society. Things change. Oh, yeah. Things change people. I always tell, like I coach basketball now, and I tell our basketball team, what's in the dictionary first? Resume or relationships? You guys are too worried about your resume. You're too worried about getting things and want to be the best player. You got to put relationships before a resume.
I always liked nice things, and if I couldn't have nice things, I didn't want anything.
Yeah. And
that's what I did.
Yeah, I don't mind nice things either, but you don't want nice things to control how you act.
Oh, no. I wouldn't even associate with people that were like that. And they all thought I was a snub because I wasn't. I didn't want to. I just wasn't like that. That's all. And I wasn't going to be one just because I wanted to fit in that group. You know, who cares about that group? I don't know. Life is different. It's a challenge.
It is a challenge.
I don't mind. I'm getting it against the line, so I don't care.
You've just begun. You got to make it. Remember, I told you.
No.
The oldest person in America right now is 114. You got a shot.
I'm not going there.
What? Yes, you are.
Don't even wish that on me.
If you're going to see, there's a great old chant that we used to sing at Cathedral Prep. I'm not number 5, not number 4, number 3, number 2. I'm number 1. You're going to be number 1.
Nope. If anybody has to take care of me, that'll kill me alone. I mean, if somebody has to give me a bath or help feed me or put me to bed, no, I don't want. That's not living. And I've had a good life so far. God won't do that to me. He won't.
No, I don't. I hope he doesn't do it to you either. But
I don't think I would know how to handle that.
Have you ever won an argument with God?
No, I don't argue with him.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering because you told me that there's 11 commandments, not 10. That's what you told me.
The 11th one, what? My orders?
No, you said.
I don't remember what the 11th commandment.
No, the 11th commandment is do what you should do.
I was what?
Remember the 11th commandment you told me was do what you should do.
Oh, that one. I made that one up.
Yeah. So I said God was wrong, right?
No, he forgot to put it in there.
Oh.
He thought he covered it all with the other 10.
Exactly.
You know, he pretty much did, but I put it in plain English. To make things better, don't make things worse.
Exactly.
That's all.
That's the goal. Well. No, Grandpa.
Everybody at home is so quiet where you're at.
No, no, it's because I'm at the office.
Oh.
I'm at the. We're here to inspire people, Graham. Make a difference here. We got to inspire people and make a difference.
Oh, don't worry. I don't know. I don't know if I inspired them, but I did make a difference.
Oh,
I don't know if it was good or bad, but I did make a difference.
Yeah, like Grandpa, like talking about arguments. He was trying to be. He
Remember when he said, "I got to win one yet"?
Yeah, yeah. He'd always say, "Well," and then you said, you go, "I want to win an argument." And you told him, "Well, you got to try being right."
Well, that's it. If you're right, then you have to win. But
can you believe? I remember all this stuff?
No.
Well, you tell me the same stuff every time we talk.
Well, all right. Then you had to remember it. I don't remember. Well, I must have said it to all the kids, but I don't think any of them remember any of it.
No, they remember. They remember.
They'd rather not. Well, they don't want to live up to those. It's well, even like my sister was a little bit more to herself. What was good for her.
Yeah.
More than my brother or I. My brother and I are kind of the same in that respect. We try to make things better for others.
Yeah.
And my brother's like that, believe that or not. But he has a lot of good qualities. Mm-hmm.
But Aunt Rocca, she was fun.
Well, Aunt Rocca was the oldest one, and she had a lot of responsibilities between my brother and me. That poor thing didn't have a chance.
Yeah, especially probably when your dad passed away. It probably was tough.
Oh, after that, no. Then I decided I was chief cook in Borough.
You were the chief cook?
Oh, yeah.
That's when you started taking over? You were the chief? You weren't the Indian anymore? So the question is, since you were like 16 years old, have you ever been an Indian?
Have I ever been what?
An Indian.
An Indian?
Yeah.
Me, chief? No, I was always a chief, no. When I was home, my father always goes, like, he'd go, Carmelia, and he'd call me Carmelia instead of Carmelina.
Yeah.
Carmelia, this or that or the other. Then he'd laugh at my answer. Whatever he'd ask me. Yeah. And he knew I liked to sleep. I didn't care about eating that much, but I did like to sleep.
Yeah, you've lived your whole life. Everybody's asked, your grandma must be like a nutrition person. She must be really into nutrition. You've lived off of chocolate and coffee your whole life.
They all go, yeah, you must have eaten right or you drank right. I said, I never drank anything but coffee. And I said, I didn't drink or smoke. And we were bootleggers, right?
Exactly.
So I didn't have any of that. I said, and I ate fried food. I said, no, I did all the wrong things. I'm still here. So don't worry so much about what you do.
Yeah.
Just be a good person, that's all.
Yeah.
Never mind the rest.
Because you say, like, you got to just wait till things happen. Quit worrying about it.
Yeah, and then handle it. Whenever they happen, then handle it.
I think
that was my saving grace. Yep. I don't think I worried too much about it. Uncle Frank laughed at me this morning when he said, you never worried. I said, no, why worry about something that might happen? I waited till it happened, and then I dealt with it. That's all. A lot of people don't do that. So they worry, what if? Well, what if? Wait till it happens, then what if?
I like that. Why worry about something that might happen?
No, it might happen, then you'll deal with it. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It will. Yep. Something will happen. Just get ready.
No, I like that one. But my favorite...
It's a good learning lesson if people could buy it.
Favorite ones, though, are your top Italian proverbs. Sicilian proverbs.
What, in Italian, you mean?
Yeah, your favorite ones. Like, you always tell me those.
Va bene, scorda. When you do good, you forget about it. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you do something bad, think about it and fix it. I was brought up with that proverb in Italian. Va bene, scorda, fa male pensa. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I use that in like 50% of my talks. because I think I say it more like this. I go, my grandmother says, if you do something good, forget about it. If you do something bad, think about it. I make it simple for the kids.
Yeah, where they understand it. I was brought up with the Sicilian version.
Yeah.
So
Say that again. Say that again.
Va bene, scorda.
Va bene,
Va male, e pensa. When you do bad, you think about it. Fix it. Pensa is thinking.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah. Just because you did something good doesn't mean you're going to get a pat on the back. You don't need that. You're supposed to do good.
You're right.
And you don't get rewarded because you did good. And that's where we, like a lot of us.
Yeah, we're failing in that in our country, big time.
Oh, yeah. They do something good, they want to be recognized for it. Give me a break.
Yeah, that's why I tell my staff, I encourage you because of who you are, but I'm not going to encourage you for what you do because guess what? That's your job. You should do that.
We're put on earth for.
Yeah.
Not to make things worse, but to make things better.
Yeah, you should do that.
Oh, well.
No.
Anyway.
You're one of my favorite people to talk to. I actually tell people there's only one person, because people are like, you talk a lot. I said, there's only one person that can wear me out in talking. And they're like, who's that? I go, my 102-year-old grandmother. I go, I'll be on the phone with her for like an hour and a half, and she's still going.
Oh, I guess I don't wear out that. My mind doesn't quit.
You got some good stuff up there, though.
I don't know. I don't know how I got it. I put it up there. I was very selective in what I put up there. I didn't buy a lot of the stuff they were selling.
Yeah, but you've loved God since you were a little kid.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I lean more on his mother.
Yeah.
Like I was very devoted to her, and I'd always thought, well, she'd make her son toe the mark.
Yeah.
And it takes a woman to do that. It never got her name in the paper either.
Yeah,
the women today want to be recognized for what they do.
They're not like Our Lady. They're not like Mary.
Oh no. And I don't think I ever wanted my name in the paper either.
Yeah, but when we went to your 100-year-old birthday party, you got your name in the paper.
Well, I didn't do it. Well, I don't even know who did it or why they did it, but I had nothing to do with it.
I think all your kids did that to you.
They couldn't believe it either.
And the 100-year birthday party, we got your pasta recipe, your meatballs and sauce on there with Pat. Pat
did that. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they did. I didn't even want the party, so I didn't know what was happening. And I don't remember who was all there either.
You don't?
There were too many people. I just got confusing for me.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there?
No.
Like I said, I don't even know.
No, I was there.
You could.
I was striving to catch you. I wanted to see if I could catch you. Go. Oh, you didn't remember anybody there?
What, lying? No, I don't lie.
I'm not lying. I'm entertaining myself at your expense.
Oh, I know you are, but I said I could. If you were there, I don't remember. And I don't know if your kids were there. You, Mary?
Yep. They were all there at the 100-year-old birthday party. Yep. We came.
They can say they went to a 100-year-old birthday party.
Oh, they know about you.
Poor things.
They think you're the greatest.
Well, they have to because I live. They don't have to deal with it.
No way. They love it. No. They love it. But
really?
Oh man.
Well, they're different then.
I teach them. Like, look, the top 10 sayings that Grandma Fatica says. Don't be a nuisance, number 1. Don't ever hold a grudge, number 2. Be generous. You can't take it with you, number 3. I'm the chief. You're the Indian, number 4. Never talk bad about them, even if they're doing horrible things. Number 5.
Just fix it.
Just fix it. Make it a better place because you were born. You're not the only one that counts.
Well, I was brought up with all that.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is what we need to get back to in our country. Make it simple. You know what I mean? We got to keep it
was
simple,
all
stupid.
very simple. My parents were, they wanted good things. They wanted, to lead a good life, but they didn't want to take it away from somebody else so they could have it. And they were willing to work. My dad he was a very proud person, and he couldn't do it without doing it illegally. And now they wash your face in. I mean, all these things that were illegal then are legal now. So he was born ahead of his time.
Yep. No, I mean, what do you hope that as I, I'm not going to live forever, and neither are you, but I might make it a little bit longer than you. I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't know. You might make it to 114.
Well, if you preach good things and, make people better because you were born, that's all you want.
Yeah, I hope.
You don't have to get your name in the paper all the time.
No, I don't. I
know. I didn't look for that. Whereas your grandfather did. I mean, he liked being recognized. And I don't know. I didn't even want to go anywhere because I didn't want my name in the paper. He didn't care.
Well, when you're the number one, when you're the oldest person in America, you're going to be on the news.
I don't think I'm the oldest person. There are a lot of people.
No, when you become it. We got to work.
No, I'm not going to get up. Please, Justin.
We got to work. We got to work towards this.
Be kind, would you? I'm getting too old for all that.
No way. You're just on such a roll right now.
Nah. If they didn't learn by now, then it's too bad. It's their loss. They should have learned a lot of things I was trying to say. I think in a way I made things better. Huh?
Well, your kids love you. They come visit you all the time, and you love them.
Oh, they are funny. I never thought that they would be that way. I thought they're going to be, like my uncles were with my grandmother. They put her in a home, and that was it. And I thought, before you do it, I'm going to do it. So I did it myself.
Yeah. But you did get pulled over for driving one time when you were, 95 or something like that, 94?
Oh, I don't know. It was one of your brothers, JC's friends that pulled me over.
Oh, he did?
And he couldn't give me a ticket because he said JC would never forgive him. It was on Grub Road. He said, you know what the speed limit is here? I said, nope. I didn't know what the speed limit was on Grub Road, and that's where I lived. I didn't pay attention.
You were going over the speed limit at 95? Yeah. No wonder you should stop driving.
No, I stopped driving at 96.
96.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have stopped when
I decided, no, I was younger then. I was a lot younger.
Oh, you were younger? I thought you were like 90-something.
72 or 3, huh?
No way, Jason.
I just moved on Grub Road, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For that long. After Grandpa died, huh?
Wow, you're better at remembering things than I am.
Well, I lived it.
Your mind is pretty good, though. You're pretty sharp.
Well, for my age, I'm told I do real well with that. So.
Yeah, you're super sharp.
Somebody even asked me for my Social Security number, and guess what? I know it. It even surprised me when they said, "What's your Social Security number?" And I told them. They said, "Do you still know it all?" I said, "I don't know. You just asked me, and it just came. I don't think about it. Who cares about Social Security anymore?" It is what it is, huh?
I love talking about you, though, Graham.
Oh, you do. Don't embellish it, though. I'm
not embellish. Look, I go through all my information with you to make sure it's right on track, and then I have to change some things sometimes. But I'm about 95% there with my stories.
Oh, tell it like it is.
Yeah,
the good and the bad.
The good. So you want me to
tell them some of the bad things that you didn't like, or that maybe I shouldn't have done.
No, I don't have anything. I don't really have anything negative to say about you, but I know a lot of people that do. So.
Well, then go with that.
No, I don't go with that. I push back at them. See, I think people don't understand that. You always have to. There's truth people have to find the truth into what people are saying.
I try to do good. You know,
you've done
all
great.
my life, even if I didn't have anything, I shared what I had.
I love that we. I think I've talked to you more the past couple years than all my years, right?
You have, really. You didn't want to put up with me before.
No, whatever.
You did not.
When I was really little, I just liked torturing you. I didn't even think about what you were saying.
You were bad. I used to wonder how your mother could put up with you. I go, why don't you kill that kid? I didn't tell her that.
Well.
But you used to run through the stores and run, and I go, why do you let him do that?
Because I was entertaining myself at your expense. I used to love to torture you.
Oh, you did.
Well, you were so easily tortured.
I was easy to torture because
yeah, exactly.
all of you kids all did a lot of things that I didn't approve of. So what's the difference?
No,
my own kids did that to me. You know, I didn't say I only picked up my grandkids. Picked on my kids too. It was brutal for them to grow up, and that's why I didn't see the boys very much. They go out, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
And we lived on Gary.
Yeah.
They'd go out. I never see them all day. They'd be out in the woods, and that's before I-79 was there.
But Graham, the best thing I remember was it was an honor. I actually stayed at your house like the week before, like Grandpa ended up, going to heaven, and then I was able to spend that time with you. Like my parents, they went out of town, and I stayed at your house. I don't know if you remember that.
You remember that?
I remember. I don't know if you remember. It was a long, it was a long time ago, 30-something years ago.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, but because Grandpa used to always tell me, I go, why do you go to church? It's boring. And he'd always say, look, if I'm wrong, right, and there is no God and church doesn't matter, then I wasted an hour of my life every week, which isn't much. But if you're wrong, you're in big trouble, mister, so you better go.
You bought that one, huh?
Yeah. No, I did actually.
Well, Grandpa and I both went to church. Like I wouldn't go because you wouldn't. At one time, they didn't have afternoon masses years ago.
Yep.
They only had morning masses.
Yep.
And I wasn't going to dress all the kids, 3 kids, to go to church. And he wouldn't stay home. Yep. He wouldn't come right home from church.
Yeah.
But he never missed mass.
Wow.
I did at the very beginning.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't
didn't know that.
All the 3 kids. Huh?
So you were wrong there, right?
I wasn't wrong.
I'm joking.
Just didn't have time.
I'm joking.
I
wanted to get you there.
Put it that way.
No, but
I should have made time
for sure.
But or I should have taken the kids with me. But he used to go first thing in the morning, and he'd make his rounds after that. He wouldn't come right home so that I could go to mass. And at that time, they only had morning masses.
So why was faith important to you and Grandpa? Why was faith important to you and Gramps?
I don't know why. I always was brainwashed, I guess. I don't know about Grandpa, but I know his family. His father never went to mass, but his mother did.
Yeah.
And my father and mother, neither of them went to mass, but we had to go. So figure that one out.
That's what goes on nowadays. They tell
kids go and the parents don't.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They make their kids go, but they don't have to go.
Well, now they don't have to. Well, they changed the rules about religion anyway. We
all have to go. I mean, they've never changed that.
No, they haven't changed that. But then they'll never come back to tell you either.
No. I love talking to you. I love being with you, and you're just one of the,
Well, I just try not to make things worse.
You're making it.
You're
making it better.
I hope so.
You're living for.
I know I'm giving him a lot of material to talk about. That's for sure.
Oh.
They go, why does he think like that?
That's what life's about. Life's about material. Life's about, you got to have material to help people. You got to have material to encourage people. You got to have material to change somebody's life. And
I always tell everyone, just common sense. I said, that's all. You don't need to be brilliant or bright. That they go, oh, this one has a PhD. I said, I don't care what they have. If they're good people and they want what's good, then that's good enough for me.
Exactly.
Oh, well.
No, but
it is, because I was raised, my brother was, like I told you, he wasn't even 16 when he graduated. So what does that tell you? And when they talk about their kids being bright, I was raised with one.
Yeah.
And it didn't rub off either.
No. Yeah, I didn't get that award either.
Nope. My brother did. And then he post-graduated 2 years.
That's unreal.
Then he went into service when he was 18. No, I said, things that, my brother was real bright. No one ever gives him that consideration, but I used to tell him he never had common sense.
Yeah, that can help, because he's the only guy that you can walk away from. Like, he'll be talking mid-sentence, and if it's taking too long, you just can walk away, and Uncle Sam doesn't even care. He'll just find another person.
He'll find, yeah. He thinks what he has to say is important. I said, it's not. You might think it is.
Yeah,
we used to go.
Oh, man. You guys are funny. You talk to him every week, right?
Oh, yeah. He calls every Friday morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a schedule. I mean, it's hard to get in your schedule.
I don't have one. just his.
Yeah, but somebody comes Monday, somebody comes Tuesday, somebody comes Wednesday, Thursday. You got a call on Friday. You got a structured schedule. We need to get you an assistant.
I didn't know Uncle Frank was coming today.
We need to get you an assistant.
Oh, well, he wasn't. He didn't go to work today. Usually, sometimes he works on Fridays, and sometimes he doesn't. So I never know, and I don't care. If you come, you come. I'm happy to see you, and that's it. You don't come, you must be I hope you're having a good time. That's all.
Oh, man.
No, it's their turn to live their life.
Yeah, but you're a big part of it, and you're a big part of my life.
They're making me. I'm surprised that the truth is, I'm surprised as good as they are.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the way they used to look at me before, they go, oh, there she goes again. I wish she'd stop lecturing.
No, but all the people that you're going to keep encouraging, and that's what life's about, and you're making a big difference. And I know for my dad in particular, you've made a huge difference in his life.
Well, I think he's come around a little bit. I really do, and he looks so much better. So he lost a little bit of weight. You haven't seen him in a while.
No, I haven't seen him in a while. No, but eventually
he lost a little weight. But he says he feels good.
But I love you, Graham, and I gotta.
Man, I love you too, and I love you for paying attention to me.
Oh, I love paying attention to you.
I have to laugh at it.
No, there's a lot of wisdom in it. I mean, I get so much. I get material, but more importantly, that's the fun part, the material part, which we're gonna impact people. That. Oh yeah, but that's just fun.
I remember when you didn't even hear it.
Oh, well, I was too busy. I was like Uncle Sam. I was moving on to...
Oh, yeah, you were your own world. Yeah, you were. You were a lot like my brother.
Yeah, I'm doing my own thing. I got time for this, Chief. I might be an Indian, but Chief, get out of my way, Chief.
Not this Chief wasn't going to get you. You get out of my way and follow me.
I still can't believe you said today that you haven't been an Indian since you were 16 years old. You've been a chief your whole life.
No, I was never a follower.
Yeah.
I always marched to my own tune. I was always chief cook and bottle washer.
Yeah, you ran everything, and you ran circles around them.
Oh, I did. They go, what makes you say? I said, I'm running the house. I'm not running your house. I'm only running mine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how I want it.
That's the way it should be.
You run your house the way you want.
That's the way it should be.
There it is. I had my, if you think something's good or bad or right or wrong, whatever, you want to do it, go ahead. Don't make me a part of it. I was never a follower anyway. even going to school or going to work. I didn't do what everybody else did. They go, how can you stay like that? I can be with anybody and not be like any of them.
Graham,
I was like that.
Well, Graham, you are the only one, I'm telling you. You're the only one I've ever met that can wear me out in talking. Seriously, there's nobody I know, but you can.
Now you know where you got it.
Well, yeah, we should have you be the speaker.
I'm not good in front of a bunch of people.
But I'm going to bring you with me everywhere I go.
No, well, you can talk about me. You can say whatever you want, but I'm not going to be there.
That's okay. You're with me from now until eternity, till I see you in heaven. You're with me forever.
I don't mind being with you that way. No, and I hope that it does some good. That's all.
It does a lot of good, because I make people laugh.
Oh,
I talked to you. I was at a Knights of Malta meeting this morning, and I talked about you.
You ever run out of material?
No way. No way. I just got an hour of more material.
Oh, you did,
No. I'll tell you what, Graham. What matters is that people's lives, like you said, your famous line.
They know that it can be done, you know?
Yep, it gives them hope.
Not that unusual. Huh?
It gives people hope. That lady said, she's in assisted living. I'm like, no, she's not. She's in independent living. And then when she found out you weren't in assisted living, she's like, wow, that lady's an inspiration.
Yeah, well, it gives people a hope, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I think I've done here is giving them, they don't have to give up, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're getting older, and some of them really, they're a lot younger than I am. And that they can hardly walk, and they can hardly sit up, and they need to be helped to get dressed. And I go, dear God, please don't ever let me get there.
Yeah.
But I'll deserve it if I do get there, but I don't know how to handle it.
Exactly. But I just want to thank you for being an inspiration for me,
I'm glad I can help you finally.
No, you've been helping me.
You're one of the few.
Yeah, but you helped me in so many different ways. And the other day,
I used to wonder about how your mother could deal with you, because she was just always so prim and proper, you know, and she let you get away with everything.
I was prim and proper.
Your mother?
No, me.
Oh, no. No, you never were prim and proper.
Oh, man.
Whatever notion you got to went with.
Exactly. But guess what? The favorite thing you tell me about is the cutest girl in the world, my wife. And you always tell me, my favorite thing you tell me every time we talk on the phone is what you tell me about my wife.
Oh, I said, what there was about her that you just had to have. And I thought, I never saw him that way, you know? And how you had the common sense to know what to hang on to.
Yeah.
Well, she's been so good for you.
Yes, she has. And I slowed down. That's the only time I ever slowed down in my life.
For her? Good. She was good for you. And she knew how she could get to you, whatever she did or whatever your problem was at that time.
Yeah.
And I gotta have her. Well, then do what she wants if that's what you feel.
But you've always been there. Like you were there at that time I talked to you, and I called you up the other day, and I was like tearing up a little bit. But you were a big encouragement for me. What people don't realize about you, Graham, is you have a sensitive heart.
Oh, I hope so. No, I feel for other people. I really do.
Yeah, you like the underdog.
Well, I like them not to be the underdog.
Yeah. Exactly.
I like them to have pride in the way they are.
Yeah.
And if they're sensitive, then be proud of that, you know.
Yeah.
And be proud that you have a heart.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, well. Anyway, you win some, you lose some, Justin.
Exactly. You do the best you can.
I don't expect to win them all. Huh?
You got to do the best you can, but I got to go meet Rocco for a haircut. So I got to go.
Oh.
I got to go.
Give him a big hug for me.
All right. I love you so much,
Grandma
Graham.
loves him too.
Yeah, and
I love you too.
And thank you so much. Seriously, you have no idea how much this means to me.
Anytime.
All right, I love you,
Okay,
Graham.
bye, hon.
Bye. Well, I want to tell you that that's my grandmother. And one day she won't be on this earth, but she has been a huge encouragement for me. And she's been a huge encouragement for my father, for the whole family. And you know what? It always, whenever I talk to her, whenever I listen to her, it always makes me think, we matter. We don't matter because of the job we have. We don't matter because of how much money we make. And we don't matter because of what house we live in or what car we drive. We don't matter because of even the mission we're a part of or the organization we're a part of. We matter because we are children of God. We are friends. We are grandparents. We are parents. We are daughters. And we are sons. We matter for who we are. And every time I get on the call with her, she reminds me that. She reminds me that. And that's why I'll talk to her anytime when she's on earth. And I just wanted to do this podcast because you know what? For my family, for my friends, also for all of you, the wisdom of my grandmother needs to be heard right now in this nation. And her wisdom needs to be heard because what she has to say is important because she's my grandmother. But now she's yours too. Re-listen to this because guess what? You got to look beneath the truth she had. You have to see that truth. Like my favorite line, the Sicilian proverb, you know, when you do good, forget about it. When you do wrong, think about it. If there's any truth she gave you, she gave me. That what matters is not being in the newspaper. What matters is being born for a good reason and doing good with your life. Hopefully you're doing good out there. You're living an amazing life. If you're not, change your life or I'll send Grandma Fatica after you. I love y'all on Amazing Motivation with Grandma Fatica. She's the greatest.
Thanks for listening to the Encouragement Conquers All podcast with Justin Fatica. Make sure to subscribe and follow to be notified when the newest episodes of the podcast go live. You can find contact information and important links in the show notes. Stay tuned for the next episode.